overhead shoulder press, standing overhead barbell press, or shoulder press, or any variation of those, any combination of those words, all right? So it's a shoulder press. So we'll start with the stance, right? It's gonna be a shoulder width stance, okay? Shoulder width stance, pretty close. From there, we're gonna make sure the butt's tight, so squeeze the butt. We wanna engage the abdominals, right? So we're not flexing the abs down. But I always tell people, like, if I was gonna come through and I was gonna like punch you in the stomach, right, we kind of tense up. That's the tension in the abs that we want, right? So butt tight, abs tight. From there, the grip is gonna be an overhand grip on the barbell. Usually it's gonna be just outside of the hip, which then will bring you to being just outside of your shoulder at the top, right? If your grip's too narrow, you're gonna be right on your shoulders at the top, right? If you're too wide, you don't need to be way out here, okay? So usually a grip that's overhand just outside of the hip, and that will usually likely bring you to being just outside of the shoulder. So where we want this bar is we want it as close as we can get it to our center of gravity, right? This frontal plane here that divides us into like a front and a back half, right? This line that would run right down the middle of me, that's our center of gravity, that's our balance point. So we want to keep this bar as close to or in that line throughout the entirety of the movement, right? So when we're at our start position, that line means we're going to keep this bar right on our collarbone, okay? So if the bar is on your collarbone, right, that's your best starting position. Now from point A to point B, right, our quickest way to get there, as we all know, is a straight line. It's not a curved line. It's not out and around our face, right? So if you're here and you've got to go in a straight line through your face, what you've got to do is you've got to retract your chin back, right? So make a little double chin face, right? So we're going to double chin face it, right? Don't do this. We're not going to shoot the head up that way. Right, we're going to double chin face it, pull the chin, pull the face out of the way. That clears the path for the bar to move straight up. Right, we're going to press to the ceiling, again, landing or ending at the top in that midline. All right, so it'll look like this. Butt tight, abs tight, bar underneath the chin, right at the collarbone. Retract the chin back, double chin face, drive straight up to the ceiling, and right in your midline. Okay, so from there to bring it down, all we got to do is reverse it. Pull your chin back, double chin face or triple chin face, wow. Right, lower the bar down, keep the elbows on the lowering face, keep the elbows in front of the bar. We're not gonna fly the elbows out to the side and then end up back here, right? Pull the chin back, lower the bar down in front of you, keep the elbows in front of the bar, and where you'll end up, as you can see, is the elbow is underneath the wrist, and the wrist is underneath the barbell, right? When this forearm is vertical, that's gonna indicate which direction we are applying force. So if you're standing here and you've got the bar at the collarbone, but your elbows are behind you, the angle of my forearms indicate that I'm gonna push this weight out in front of me. And we don't wanna do that, right? So we should be able to tuck those elbows underneath. You should be able to even open the hand up and that barbell's not gonna go anywhere, right? So this is what we want, vertical forearms, tight abs, tight butt. Keep the bar in that frontal plane or in that balance, that center of gravity, right? And it's your overhead press, Lewis.